Hey, watch it!
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapons drawn.
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work. Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. A man like you needs a war horse, suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle. None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Alfsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Ride strong.
Izmir, a thief! By Izmir, a thief! Welcome. I'm the owner and proprietor of Honey. Take a look. All right then. Honningbrew uses own... finest natural honey. Not that sludge you'll find at Golden Glow Estate. What are you doing that for? We may be small, but what we lack in size, we make up for in quality. Blackbriar mead is just fine. Take a look. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Favor the bow, eh?
My
I'm a
cousin's out
swordman
fighting
myself.
dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
I can take you.
What do you want? Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. Until next time.
Ah, you're back. What have you discovered? It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement. I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Misinchaleft. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. Well met, friend. How can I help you? Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, she's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. Huh? Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city.
The old told me
Please
that
be
it isn't this
careful.
bad everywhere.
I don't wish to be the
Maybe
reason
one
for
day
your
I'll
death.
venture out and see if she's right.
Need something? I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. Please be careful. I don't wish to be the reason for your death.
Mjol's brought me nothing but safety and peace of mind. And some lessons with the blade.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the
I don't have any
dragons
business
is not
with you,
mere coincidence.
So get out of my face.
This is one of the signs.
I don't have any business
The
with
signs
you,
that Lady
so get
Mara
out
is
of my
displeased
face.
with your blessings of Mara upon you. Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times. but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm. Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You'll find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you. Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get. Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. Mara's...
I don't
Put
have
down
any
your
business
flagons
with you,
filled with your
so get out
vile
of my
liquids,
face.
and embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Kind.
If you've got the
May
coin,
you return
you're
to her
welcome here.
benevolence in
Otherwise, hit the road. Head north to Winterhold. There's a college there. They teach magic. Most Nords don't care for them. Else you could go see the Jarl's wizard. Might be able to help you. No, Maramal. We talked about this. Talon?
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Maramal. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
What can I get you? Meat? Wine? Looking for a place to stay? Take a look. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Mjol the lioness used to adventure across Skyrim before she settled down in Riften. I hear it all ended when she lost her enchanted blade. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth. Good man. You won't regret it. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'll meet you outside of town.
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face. I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face. I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face. I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face. I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you. Every Argonian wedding proposal band is supposed to have 3 flawless amethysts as part of their design. 2 of the gems, the ones on the outside, represent the couple to be married. 1 for the husband, 1 for the wife. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all Argonians consider a sacred part of our lives. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both? Three, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujamma. Disgusting. Ruined sewers filled with goodness knows what. There's an entrance down by the canal, but I'd highly advise you to stay out of there. It's the Thieves' Guild's territory. They're vermin. Garbage. They're exactly what makes this city such a horrible place to live. How appropriate they should live in the Ratway with the rest of the trash. If you'll excuse me.
Be brief, Imperial. There's only so long I can stand. If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss. They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Imperial bastard.
What wasn't I clear about?
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in... It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks. We recently heard she'd been killed. I find it difficult to talk about. Perhaps you'd be better off speaking to my parents about it. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things. My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walks the streets spewing his hatred and propaganda. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. I'm just not so sure she's delivering the right message. Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parents, and I love them dearly. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do is have my parents lose another child. It's been good talking to you.
Be brief, Imperial. There's only so long I can stand being
New
downwind
around
of
Riften?
your steps.
Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Barb. The bunkhouse isn't for you. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic. It's very secretive, though, and you know how people hate secrets. The Jarl's Court wizard was taught there. That one's full of secrets. Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits, and she was dropped in my lap. I don't know why I bother.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
New in town, eh? Here, only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course. Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of wars driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons for Mara Mall over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Remember to give at the temple.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you
I
in one
presume
of
you're
our
bothering
special
me for a
drinks,
good reason.
let me know.
Don't tell me. Sibby and Louis Latruche? Well, Sibby is in jail, and Latruche is certainly welcome to try. My hired help is more than a match for him. Really? Now that is interesting. Then you should know that Louis and I have a certain history. Tell you what, go along with his plans for now. I'll keep an eye on you both, and when the time is right, I'll settle accounts with Louis.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I was trained by some of the finest warriors in all Skyrim to wield a blade as if it was an extension of my own arm. My mother spares no expense where I'm concerned. I'm heir
What
to
wasn't
the
I
family
clear about?
fortune, after all.
We've been contracted to make sure Branchet remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days. Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branchet and leave it behind. I'll be at the market come morning. You better be there too. What wasn't I clear about?
Is there something I can do for you? If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
What wasn't I clear about? What wasn't I clear about?
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought. Looks like you've got some help already. I'll join you, but you'll have to let your comrade go. What do you say? If you change your mind, seek me out here. Why settle for just
Yeah, what do
stabbing
you
foes
want?
when you can
If
roast
this is
them
about the
alive in a
meat,
glut of arcane fire?
You're like me, huh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons. Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet. Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Get in good with Brynjolf, then we'll talk.
I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Avanshenzell. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to Avanshenzell. In the west, return it to them. It must go back. Is done. I won't go back to Avanshenzell. I won't. It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. have left it behind. I could have put it back. It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't. It is done. I won't go back to it. I won't.
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Go on then. Deliver my message to Sibby.
I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face. I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
Go on then. Deliver my message to Sibby.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I see for yourself? Travels, Landstrider.
Buy some armor and live to
If
tell
anything
about it.
pleases the eye, don't hate. See for yourself.
Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
Safe trap. Landstrider. Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on. Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better.
A bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only 20 septims each.
Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns.
See into other people's thoughts.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming
They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum.
All meats guaranteed. Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here.
Genuine Balmer blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other
Come back when
people's
you're ready to
thoughts.
spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Beautiful baubles.
Okay, lad. Ready to make some coin?
Rare trinkets in the
Good.
forest oddities of
Wait
war.
until I start the distraction. Then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention.
This way, everyone. Over here.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Blanchet. This is a rare opportunity. I
Come
wouldn't
see
want
me
you
in the
to get let
market if
down.
you're looking for the finest custom jewelry in all of Skyrim.
That's what you said about the wisp essence. And it turned
Oh,
out
excuse
to be
me, my
crushed
lord.
Nirn root
I'll be
mixed
glad to
with
sell
water.
you an elixir. Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that, then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
He gives other merchants a bad name.
Who knows what powers the elixir will unlock?
I don't know. Sounds like I should try. Don't listen to him. He's making this up.
Who knows what powers the elixir will unlock?
That wisp essence didn't help. Well, maybe this will.
Can't you bother me at my armor stand in the market? Or are you that desperate for training? Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
If you're ever in the market, I deal in specialty goods for Morrowind at one of the stands. I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. Through reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, but that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
I run the meat and produce stand at the market. Come by and see me if you want. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite, and not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful, though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. Be careful looking for those teeth.
It's so good to see you again.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. Until next time.
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, did you have some sort of official business here? I'm keeping my eye on you.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you. Good journey to you.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our
Come to
laws.
gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son? Until next time.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers. Until next time.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. At first they called us that to belittle our cause, but we gladly accept being named for Ulfric Stormcloak, the only true High King of Skyrim. We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all. We fight to make our land great once more, to raise up strong, noble thanes, and lay low false jarls and the cowards who hide behind them. The sound of our fury is a storm about to break on the heads of our enemies. Our friendship, a cloak of true brotherhood for all who would wear it. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. And what did Torygg do? He and the Jarls that supported him, they took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody justicars, and the Jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them. Ulfric's not running a social club. You don't join anything. Either you're a true son of Skyrim, or you're not. If you are, then you make your way to Windhelm and talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before this gets ugly. All right, then. Fight or die well. Think you might be in the wrong place, friend. Damn faithless Imperials. Next Imperial I see is dead. Huh? Talos guide you. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to. Talos guide you. Talos guide you. Talos guide you.
Need a drink? I have to wonder. What does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thuum be taught? Like any skill? If you journey north, keep well away from Snapleg Cave. Damned hag ravens have infested the place.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers. Now, if you'll excuse me. If this isn't about official city business, you're wasting my time. Mm-hmm.
Talk of strange happenings at Autumn Shade Clearing, just north of the lake. My guess... Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelid.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelid. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little Watch it!
Come to get yourself a kid? You're out of luck. No way Grelid would let any of us get adopted.
Be gone!
Especially not since Aventus took off.
Huh? This is an orphanage, not an inn.
Grelid ain't gonna like some stranger just hanging around. Not that I care. I do hope Mummy and Father come to get me soon. Ever since that Aventus boy
This
left,
is an
Grelid
orphanage,
has
not
been
an inn.
so
Be
angry.
gone from here.
Why someone like you want to hang around a place like this? Aventus Aretino. He was sent to live here after his mother died. He escaped, and before he left, he said he was going to do the Black Sacrament. You know, to call the Dark Brotherhood, so they'd come and kill old Grelid. Word out on the street is that he went home to Windhelm, and people have heard strange chanting coming from his house.
This place is
He's
filthy.
really doing it.
I have a mind to cancel all town privileges unless those
Until
brats
next
start
time.
pulling their weight.
You look kind of scary, but nobody is. Oh, Aventus Aretino? He was sent here when his mother died, but he ran away. I heard he went back to his house in Windhelm, and he's trying to get the Dark Brotherhood to come and murder Grelid. That would be so wonderful. Alright then. It's too bad that Aventus Aretino? He only lived here for a while. I think his mother got sick and died or something. Anyway, he's gone now. He ran away. But Samuel told me he's back home in Windhelm and is doing some kind of dark ritual. He's trying to summon some killers to come get old Grelid. Mm-hmm.
I'm really a little boy who lived here, Aventus Aretino.
He was nice, but really quiet and sad, because his mother just died. He ran away, back home to Windhelm. Samuel told me he's trying to get some murderer people to come here and kill Gredlin. I really hope he does. Until next time.
I was named after the sound a lion makes. You know, roar!
I
Really?
hate it here. Grelad the Khan is the meanest person in all of Skyrim.
What do you want? You have no business being in here. Yes, Grelad. I can't abide Samuel's constant. Talk of his parents. They're coming for me. This is only temporary. The boy must accept his fate.
Please just let me handle it. It's not a
My
problem.
parents dropped me off here a year ago. But they're coming back to get me. They said so.
This is an orphanage, not an inn. Be gone from here.
You really shouldn't be here. Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelad the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelad runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try, but I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelad hates visitors. If there's nothing else, I really must ask you to leave.
I hate it here. Grelad the Khan is the meanest person in all of Skyrim.
I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go.
I'm strong and quick and can do any chore you want. Come on. Need something? Mm-hmm.
You lost? Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well. I doubt your combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle anyway.
city got attacked once by those damn bandits. Come east across the lake from Faldar's Tooth. They won't be trying that again. Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Good afternoon. This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself of Mara's blessing, you should speak with Denyo Balu or Maramal.
Blessings of Mara. How may I help you, my son? May you return to her benevolence in safety.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Good journey, my child. What is it you seek, my child? We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman? Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Yes? Need something? All right then.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. Mara is the handmaiden of Kine, the goddess of the storm and the mother of men. She is the bearer of love and the patron of marriage. If you wish to make a donation to her benevolence, speak to Maramal and ensure your true love will endure for all eternity. The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
How can a humble Talos bless you, my child? I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead. He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity. Talos is part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity. Talos guide you. My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty. No lollygagging.
Best defense is a good defense, am I right?
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you. Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get the place off the ground. We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, I'm almost surprised how quickly she's generated business for us. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course.
I'm getting out
It's been good talking to you.
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften Fishery.
Do something! I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.